Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Kyra, and here on this channel we love our makeup and we use it in so many different ways. We use what we have and sometimes we project pan, and today is my deck of panning update for the month of June. Very excited to report that today is a full refresh, which was my intentions last month for this month, to get to the point where I could do a complete refresh. I'm super excited. I'm gonna run you through all the goals that were met, and then we're gonna draw 5 new cards. So we're gonna start with the 2 products that had rolled over into the month of May that were not completed, but now are. I have officially finished my Rare Beauty Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. When I depotted it or decanted it, I had 2 of these little Clinique containers full of product. It took a lot longer than I expected that it would, which is always the case with me in foundations, I think. But I am glad to have moved an entire foundation out of my collection, or tinted moisturizer, and it was one that had sunscreen in it, so I'm glad that I moved it out. And man, that was actually a lofty goal that I set in the intro to this project, which I believe was in March. So really glad to be done with that one. And then another lofty goal that I had set for myself that I have finally met goal is my Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize. This is very, very old. It is still in the shade Marie Antoinette. It is now called Oyster Pearl. And you know, I wouldn't say I've used a ton of product, but my goal on this one was 20 uses, and it took me from the intro in March, my intro in March, to now in June to meet those 20 uses. So I still love this product. However, I will declutter this at the end of the year just for eye safety. It's very, very old, but I do still want to keep it in my collection through the end of the year and get some more use on it, maybe at some point. Last month, I had 3 roll-ins, and I set each of these with a 3-use goal because, again, I wanted to try to ensure that I had a full refresh this month. We're about at the halfway point of the year. Again, all 3 of these products had a 3-use goal. The first one was my Touch and Soul Metalist Sparkling Foiled Pigment in the shade Hollow Mulberry. This is what I'm wearing on my eyes today, and it looks like this. It's really beautiful. I will swatch it for you, and it still performs just as beautifully as it did the first day that I bought it. It's in really good condition, and I was able to determine that through my 3 uses in this project. So I'm really happy to report that today I am wearing it on the eyes for the 3rd time, and therefore it will be rolling out. Next, I had my Milani Color Fetish Hydrating Lip Stain in the shade Bitten Berry, and I reported at that point that I had really only worn it maybe once or twice. I'm really looking into lip stains right now because the natural color or pigment of my lips is fading as I get older, and so that's what this one looks like. I'm gonna let it dry for a second and then I'll wipe it off and show you what the stain looks like. I will say this is the most comfortable lip stain that I've ever worn. It is hydrating, it feels nice on the lips. I don't always wipe it off. Sometimes I just let it wear down naturally. But I will say, in case you're curious about this product, that the stain is not the most long-lasting stain. And what I mean by that is when I wear the stain, I do get a stain. Okay, like even when I wipe it away, there's the stain. It's a nice stain. But if I apply a gloss or a balm or anything else over top of it, it starts to wear away just like any other lip product would, like a lip liner, you know, things like that. So I will say it's not the most long-lasting stain, but I do enjoy it, and I do really enjoy this color, and I did meet my 3 uses on that one. And oh, I didn't even tell you what the prompts were. What is my problem? So the Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer was for the prompt foundation. The Charlotte Tilbury Cream Shadow was for the eyeshadow prompt. again, I got the eyeshadow prompt, so that's why I had the Touch and Soul product. For the lip stain, the prompt was a lip product, so there you go. And then lastly, for my next product, I feel like everybody rolled this prompt last month, and that was wished you returned the product. And so it was kind of fun in a way to see what other people also felt like they wished they had returned along with myself. Product that I rolled in for that prompt is my Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Blush in the shade Joy. And it's not that I don't like the color, and it's not that I don't like the formula, it's just that this is so big, and because it's not like a favorite shade, like I'm never going to get through this. But that is what it looks all on its own, and it's a little too orangey for me. And so the way that I did enjoy using it this month was with my e.l.f. Halo Glow. I just mixed in a tiny bit with this. There it is next to it. And it really made it just muted it just enough and added a tiny bit of glow to it. And I really enjoyed wearing that color on my cheeks. So yet another way Project Panning benefits my collection is sometimes I'm pushed, not forced, but pushed to work with products that maybe aren't my favorite or that I haven't connected with, and find a way that I like to use them or to make them work for me in my collection and my makeup routine. So that is all the products. All right, so wanted to mention I still have my get out of jail free card that I marked. I received this in May, so that is still there. Our nice bright joker here. I have Grateful Dead cards. I don't know in case you're new to this project with me. So I have the game board pulled up here, and I'm gonna shuffle while I look. Let's see if there's any. Oh, there's one for broken product, sentimental, out of your hands. I'm not for sure what that means. Non-makeup item, brand you own the most from. Yeah, there's some fun ones on here this month, so we'll see what we get. Whole collection roulette, in it for the long haul. I would not like to be in anything for the long haul with this project after finishing the cream shadow and the foundation, but all right, let us cut the deck in front of you, and we're gonna draw 5 cards, and I'll tell you what they are as we go. This is the Jack of Hearts, which is cream or liquid product. Okay. Then we have the 8 of Hearts, which is easy peasy lemon squeezy. I've had that one before, but there we go. Then we have the 4 of Spades, which is warm tone. Okay, that's 3. We have the Jack of Clubs, which is pick your, oh no, it's not, I lie, it's a powder product. Okay. And lastly, we got all the jacks today, I swear it. Jack of Diamonds, which again is powder product, so I think we'll go ahead and stick that back in. We don't want 2 of the same prompt. And pick the next one off the top, which is the 9 of Spades, which is whole collection roulette. Okay, perfect. Well, I don't think there's any in there that I want to skip with my get out of jail free card, so I will just save that. I have to look, I'm not for sure according to the rules whether you can use your get out of jail free card on the Joker if you get it, not for sure. But I'm gonna pop off of here, look at my stuff, and pick 5 new products. I'm very excited to kind of refresh things around here as I'm using up quite a bit or meeting goal on a lot of things. My little stash of Project Pan items has dwindled down a little bit, so I'll be right back. All right, 10 years later. and we've had a hair change and all of the things. It's getting hot. I'm kind of in a hurry. We're getting ready to go camping for the weekend for Father's Day. So let's get into it. Okay, starting with the Jack of Hearts, which was a cream or liquid product. And I chose these, which are all 4 shades of my Say Dew blushes. I have the shades Rosy, Chili, Spicy, and Poppy. And my goal is going to be to use each of these 2 times each. So, and even if I mix them together or however I end up using them, that's what my goal is. Next, we have the Jack of Clubs, which was a powder product. So for a powder product, I'm rolling in my number 7 Perfect Light pressed powder. This is translucent. This used to be a favorite of mine, and now it's not being made anymore, unfortunately. So I'd like to get some use on this summer, and I'm gonna put this in for 10 uses. Next, we have the 9 of Spades, which was a whole collection roulette. And I only have my whole collection on my Project 10 uses other than eyeshadow palettes, and I don't roll eyeshadow palettes into other projects besides No Pan Left Behind for this year. I'm gonna put up on the screen a screen recording because my full collection wheel is on my phone. So I screen recorded it for you guys here, and of all the things that could have rolled in, but this is actually a good one. It's one that doesn't get enough use from me. It's just one that I literally forget about, even though it's a product I love very much. And that is the MAC Pro Longwear Fluid line in the shade Dip Down. It is a, oh dang, it's not completely dried out, but I just noticed it's pulling away from the sides of the container, and it wasn't like that before. So I am going to put this into the project with a goal of 5 uses, and at that point I guess we'll see how this is. I might even consider kind of like taking a spatula in there and like mixing it up and then pressing it back down in just to try and revive it a little bit. So that was for 9 of Spades. 4 of Spades, warm tone. And for that, I chose the Milani Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush Highlight in the shade Luminoso. And this is a highlight, not any kind of blush for me anyways. You know, maybe during the coldest parts of the winter or something, it could pass as a blush for me, but I'll be using it as a highlighter, and it is, you know, as you can see, a warm peachy tone, just like our favorite friend Luminoso. And then for the 8 of Hearts was an Easy Peasy Lemon Squeezy, and I decided I wanted to roll in this Estee Lauder Double Wear Smooth and Blur Primer for 3 uses. I received this in PR within the last month or 2. I've used it a couple of times, but I'd like to use it a few more times at least to form opinions, try it with some of my foundations for summer, because I'm an oily girl and I get hot very easily. So I'm gonna give this one a try and see just how double wearing it is. And that's it. Those are my products for this time around. I am excited to play with these products and that we don't have too much overlap. I was feeling the need for some new blushes in my projects. I only have a couple that I'm working on. And also I was just thinking the other day when I saw somebody talking about their Say blushes, I'm like, dang, I really need to pull those out and use them. They are a cleaner formula, and you know, I can be hyper focused on my project pans, as we know I can be, and so let's make sure these get some love this summer. So I hope you enjoyed today's complete refresh. I know I did, and I am very much looking forward to working with some different products and making some progress and forming some opinions and all the things over the next month with these products. And let me know down below, are you doing this project, what are you rolling in or out this month, and or what do you think of the products that I rolled in or out. And I hope wherever you are in the world that you're being safe, that you're wearing sunscreen, and most of all that you're being kind to others. You never know what kind of effect you could have on someone else's day, so when you do, make sure it's a good one. And I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days. I'll not be wearing makeup all weekend while we go camping, like camping in the woods. And I will see you in my next video very, very soon.